Listen.
Yeah! Yes, Lord! Oh, get that out of there!
Puss.
Splash, Kerbibble. What's going on, everybody? Good morning, good afternoon. Oof. Listen, hold on. Why I got all this in the background? We gotta get this right. There we go. Oh my God, what a night. um, happy, what is this? What is today? This is Thursday. Happy Thursday to everybody. Good morning, good evening. Come on in the room. Good evening to my babies over there in the Philippines and across the pond. Mabu. Hey, Swadika. Bonjour, whatever, wherever you're at. I hope you're doing good. I hope you're feeling blessed. I hope you're not stressed, because what we're going to do today is not give anybody time that really just is on something. So, no, thank you. Because I have to remind myself I had a very good day yesterday. And I was appreciative of everybody that showed up for my birthday live, as well as my friend. Shout out to Layron for taking me out for dinner yesterday. That was fun. We went to this cute gastro pub place. Very my kind of music, my kind of scene. Low lights, good theme. Everything was themey, but it was cute. It was giving. The bartender knew what they were doing with the drink. So had a great night. And I want to make sure that we keep that energy going and we go through the weekend having a good time too. So thank y'all for tuning in today. We're going to be talking about Drag Race Philippines, Slaysian Royale. It is a lip sync Lalaparuza Smackdown episode. And I got to say, highly enjoyed this episode. Highly enjoyed it. Emotional even at the end. I have been hard on this baby the entire season, but if I got to clock in, I was like, oh, I don't want to see them go. I didn't want to see them go. I'm being honest. I did not want to see that baby go. I was like, you know what? Dang, I started getting locked in. But this, honestly, it's just been a fun season so far. We also have some more shows coming up. As a reminder, Drag Race UK season 7 premieres tonight. That is tonight. Make sure that you clock in and tune in for that one. One of our Rant Pack community members, I'm clocking in as uncle. So that's my niece. Young Bella is going to be on the cast. So we're going to be rooting for Oddsall, but also for everybody a part of that cast too, and giving UK some love. So I'm very excited to see that new season tonight. I will be covering it on Saturday morning. So I will be going live on Saturday and doing a live review for Drag Race UK. Y'all know I haven't really gotten to fully celebrate my birthday just yet, because my birthday happened in the middle of the week. So my friends are supposed to be doing something this weekend with me. So that's why we're going to be doing it Saturday morning. And then there will be no panel Sunday. I'm taking a day off. I believe it's okay and I deserve that. And I'm all, yeah. So no more explanations for that at all. Okay. Let's see here. And then what else? Oh, and then tomorrow we're going to do Project Runway. Also, do remember this Dragula Titan season 2, October 7th. Okay. That's a Tuesday. Wednesday nights will be review days. I believe me and Dooley will be doing our co-hosting. We've been doing it for the last, I think we're on 3 seasons now, maybe 4, including an all-star season 2 here. So me and Dooley will be covering that Wednesday evenings on this channel. So our new schedule going forward after the next 2 weeks or so, once Project Runway closes and ends, we'll be doing Wednesday, Thursdays, and Fridays. That'll be great for me because, of course, y'all know I'm looking for work. And if they got me working on the weekends, it's be perfect. Because I'm like, if I could do a Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, a little live, that's great. I will do Saturday and Sundays. Okay. They normally pay more when you do that, anyways, but still. Had to get my coffee this morning. It's been a very long night. I've been invested in one of my gifts. God bless the JNCL over here because I haven't put it down unless I had to go out. So much to talk about with that for another video. But yeah, let's get my social medias out the way and get this ball started here. It's at Matty-Rants everywhere except for Twitter, which is at the Matty-Rants. There's a Linktree link available in the About section of this YouTube channel. You can go ahead and click it and take you where you need to go. And see, me on other social media spaces and places. I'm always posting about what I'm doing on YouTube or say Patreon. So if sometimes you're like, I wonder what's happening, it's a great way to find out, right? Also, I do have merch available at dragqueenmerch.com. I do have a Cameo as well if you want to book me. I also had an affiliate partner with Paramount Plus. I got a PO box if you want to send me anything special. And I have a Patreon where I've done a reaction to this episode. It's available now for as low as $1 a month. So yeah, check me out over there if you will. And Alan, thank you so much for the first super chat of the day. Thank you so very much, baby. I'm excited to get into this episode with you today. I'm going to address something lightly, quickly, and you know what? I am going to just move on from this. And I also know people are just going to have their opinions. And I think this is the best way to start off my current year in my new foundness in myself of not allowing people to disrespect me, to address something, but to then move on from it from there. Now, I understand that it's been a lot of months of me asking please and all this stuff and everything that's been happening with me needing to get extra work. Of course, YouTube with the algorithm, blah, we've already gone through that long run, right? And a lot of you know I've been on this new job search journey currently. I was actually talking to one of my sisters about it the other day, and she was going to give me some links to stuff so I could apply for some new things as well, because she also in the job market too, because she had to go find another job, right? It's not just me. Ooh, my tongue, feed you. Hold on, son. We just woke up. But I get people are doing this, you're e-bag and you're doing this and da, 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 and he's always making it. I had someone today turn my birthday into all he does this all the time, and he got all these gifts, and one of his birthdays he spent all that money on a game system and stuff and didn't pay his rent with it, which isn't true. And it was so sensationalized to the point that it just broke me this morning, and I was really hurt by that because I was like, I just had a birthday where people wanted to celebrate with me and send me some stuff for my birthday, not just for like random whatever, but my birthday, and it's now being turned into this. I had to go look up this guy, found out that he tried to holla at me in my inbox, and I never responded. It's not like I ignored him. I just didn't know it was there. Who then also the same day body shamed me because they were, you look too skinny now. You're too thin. I used to like you the old way when I was pre-diabetic. I'm saying this all now to say these are opinions. This person has been clearly following me and has made a judgment against me or about me, and that's just how they feel. I currently know what I'm doing right now as far as my path, my 1-year mission, my 5-year mission, my 10-year mission and goal. And I do plan on keeping YouTube, but I don't plan on keeping YouTube to simply make it a please and help me in this, that, and the other. I am in just a phase right now in my life where things are a bit tad difficult. But those days are coming to a close. I already feel it in my bones, and I've been putting the work in, and it's been feeling like it's starting to reciprocate on that level. So to those of you who sent me love on my birthday, God bless you, and I thank you. To those of you who just listen to me when I talk about television shows, movies, or anything, even when I'm bringing up my own personal life and say we relate on some sort of level, thank you. Whether you tip or not, thank you for tuning in. I don't need you to tip for you to show love to me and that to be justified and all that kind of stuff. That doesn't give the validity of it all. You just being here and being present really does. When anybody does anything extra like that, that's just, something that's helpful and amazing, and it shows that they care. But it's also not deterrent of you if you just like to tune in and just listen to what's going on. If that doesn't make any sense, I apologize. I'm trying to make the best words out of it, but I do care about this channel, and I plan on keeping it while I'm on my next portion of my life, next journey. I just needed to be clear that I just am no longer going to entertain that shit going forward. And I know people want me to be this sort of like put me down and humble me kind of situation, but I'm a child of God and I've been humbled already. And you aren't going to be the ones to do that. God will humble me. So let's continue. Let's have fun. Let's talk about our TV shows. Sometimes things will happen, but let's focus on the plot, right? About the shows that we're talking about and not my personal life on any level. If you want to get in my personal life, there's better ways to do that. There you go. But God bless you all. And I still keep that in my spirit. And I don't want any ill will towards anyone. But I will not receive any ill will going towards me. I will not receive whatever's going on. That's not for me, baby. And I want y'all to hold that to yourselves when people try to make you feel bad about shit when you're going through something or you're trying to make things. No, you can have that. That's not for me. I'm too old for that now. You caught me 10 years ago. Yes. Now, I have missions, I have plans. So we got things going on. And shout out to my friends too in my real time life, because they be really hyping me up and they see what's going on in my life and they always are there for me. And of course, they got my back as well as my family. So, but also to my rant pack, I appreciate y'all. Yeah. 7+ years, JMCL. Some people can't imagine, but I'm also not going to toot my horn up like I've done the most. We're still doing some things, but I also can take accountability for my bad days too, right? But thank you all for being here. And I apologize for the speech, but I don't, because that's kind of what I do. I'm going to turn my AC on real quick because it's hot today. And while that's happening, just go through this disclaimer. I'm going to get up and literally try to say this off the top of my head. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but I feel like I should have this while I'm turning on the AC. This program is for entertainment purposes only and contents not intention line any religion, race, company, individual, gender, or wigs. All opinions expressed by Matty-Rants and program participants are so their personal views and do not reflect the opinions of every human being on the planet. No hate should be sent to any of the individuals mentioned on this program or shows, so please don't be rude. Grab your libations and strap in because of a little bit of a talker. You may be here for a while. Don't post to expose in the chat. And if you feel uncomfortable reviewing this program, consume some Activia and have yourself a good poot. I high-key did get up and turn the AC down, but I sat down like at the last second of it, so I'm pretty proud of myself that I got that up here. But seriously, let's just have fun today. Thank you, Steam Bun. Thank you. If you did want to throw something in my... Like after I just gave this whole speech, right? No. But if you did want to throw me any love in my jar, please and thank you. You may have missed the birthday of the day. Want to show some love. I did see some stuff come in this morning that I want to give some shout outs to. You can, and I really do appreciate it. It's paypal.me/Matty-Rants, Cash App $Matt924, and Venmo Matty-Rants. I want to give a shout out to, and Daniel, I don't know if you were at the live the other day for the birthday, but I did see you were the first person to send anything on my birthday, Daniel Q. You didn't know this, but I don't know if I saw you in my live the other day, but I see you today. So I just wanted to give you a shout out now that you're here. Thank you, baby. I appreciate the birthday love. I got you. I thought, I was like, oh, that's Daniel. I knew exactly who you were. I was like, oh, that's Daniel. Thank you, Puddin' Pop. Thank you. I'm glad I get to say it to you, almost to your face, like kind of to the computer screen. Thank you. I'm stupid. Thank you. And also I was telling myself this morning, Henrik, thank you, baby. Happy birthday. I love you so much. And I love you too. Thank you so much for the love on PayPal this morning. There was a couple people also the other day. I'm just trying to make sure. To my boy DW, thank you for the love. Also on Cash App, thank you, DW. That was yesterday. To Karen, it was in the middle of the night. 1 a.m. I was in bed. Thank you so much for the tip of the birthday love on Venmo. I appreciate you, my baby. I just want to make sure you heard it from me because I was like, oh, it's 1 a.m. I got to remind myself to say thank you. But thank you, my love. I appreciate you. It was 1 a.m. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I figured. That's why I was like, okay, if I see him, I need to make sure I say thank you directly. I had that in my mission plan the entire time. Baby, let's get into it. Not because I want to also get back to Mario Kart World low-key, because the Nintendo Switch 2, again, Jen, thank you so very much. It has changed the game in so many ways. How dare Pokemon Scarlet looks so good. How dare it? like I started my birthday with this episode. Like, isn't I love that. Like, imagine it's your B day, you turn on the TV, you want to watch your favorite TV show, and the TV show actually delivers. That's what this experience was for me. I was like, oh, what a great way to start the day. Precious Paula Nicole, Sasha Colby, and Mama Powell. Yeah. Yes. It was good to go. Mama Powell looked good this week too. But I also, hey, for 6 queens and this being a Lalaparuza, this worked out. This worked out. We also had a Golden Baloo that came back into the, gag, if you will. Yeah, they got to save some people. One of my favorite lip syncs for Drag Race was this episode too. I was like, these girls were chilling. But I also felt in my mind a particular person who went home. I don't know what happened that first lip sync though, no lie, because it felt like they were giving it to I was like, why is she? I know what the song is Goddess, and we can be like, yes, uplift each other. I'm like, we're lip syncing, sister. Are we giving this up? What's happening here? So let's get into it. Drag Race Philippines, Slaysian Royale on Wow Presents Plus. Make sure you tune in. We're getting close to the finale, kids, and we're gonna get a winner soon. Hey, Eric. Hey, everybody. Hi. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Okay. Now, I wasn't sad Cyan went home because to me it was bin time, but at the same time, sad because it was a very wild episode to go out on and also had the internet talking. Did I include this picture to show the uplifted lace? I did, Arizona, and I love you down. But when I saw this, I'm like, I'm going to be that gay. I'm going to be that mean gay today, and I'm just going to just put this picture up randomly. But no, some people were happy. Some people were also like, hey, it was a lot to take in. This is a pressure cooker, but it doesn't matter. Venus, Brigading both picked Cyan's lipstick. Cyan was going to go home. Like, that was going to be the end, regardless of who won that lip sync. That baby was at the door. And more so on track record versus the events that transpired in the workroom, if we're going to be honest, compared to Kiana, where I feel Kiana had, like, as much as they were both in the top the first week, Kiana won that episode. Cyan did not win said episode. So, like, that would have already been the score. If we're going to do a +1 or a +2 moment here, that would have been the reason alone just to, it's time to go home, sister. And Yuha getting her first win in Drag Race history on this program. Shout out to her, okay? Gag the girls a tad bit. But as a reminder, there are things to come, and that happens to be a random giant Easter egg that has been bedazzled. I don't know what happened with this one gem that's kind of, how it's not all together. There's like this one gem that's like, it's up here. Every time I look at this, it bothers me just seeing that one gem that's kind of off. It's just a little up. It's just a little up here. But the gag is with the golden balloon, they can save somebody in a situation from being in the bottom. And with this being in the lip sync Lalaparuza style, this will be important later because, of course, whoever said loses the lip sync, they're going to go into the old school way of the judging, with the bottom 2 having to lip sync to then stay. People saying congeniality may be Siam. I would say it would be Suki if the queens are going to vote versus if the fandom is going to vote. Because sometimes when I think of Miss Congeniality, I think of it from the standpoint of like this queen was actually congenial. And then when the fans actually get involved, I feel it's more for, we feel sorry for them. That's our winner. Didn't do well, but whatever. We like them. Present on social media. Pow. But when the queens vote, I more so respond because I'm like, oh, well, obviously they know because they've been around the person. And this is us just giving our opinions based off of a television show that we're, told to like and who not to like. So. Okay. It's the truth though. No shade. Like some of us, not to say that we all don't have our own opinions and we can't have them, but like I do feel certain people just feel sorry for girls and they'd be giving them extra. And I'm like, baby, we are not doing pity pat awards. Like mama had a terrible run, poop. Let her come back and let her do something different and then show up. It's okay. People go in with preconceived notions of grandeur and then it ends up being trash. I know that firsthand from traveling to LA. Grandeur, we're back. Because I was like, I'm gonna be Mariah Carey with $500 in my pocket to make it. Ooh, and then COVID said no. So listen, moving through the room, it's the next day. They already know that they're gonna have to give what needs to be given in this lip sync. If I were Kiana, my balls would be big and heavy and laid on the table because I know I can turn and burn with the rest of them. And so Kiana wanted to let them know. And I was here for baby girl having to sit there and say, babe, I know this has been a wild run for me. You bitches have been eating me up. Okay. I am Kiana with 1K. Elliot, 1K. I'm going to show y'all what's up. Be very afraid. And I said, okay, Kiana, I wanted to see this from you because I'm a big fan from season 3, but I also know it's a different game, different rules. Sometimes the edit's not in your favor or where, hey, you just may be good, but the next bitch next to you is just a little bit better. But also she's still fresh. Like Key's going to have some time to grow and more so manifest all of her dreams coming true. So I see nothing but the future for this baby, honestly. Jump scare for RuPaul. These contact lenses are insane. Love Mama Pow in this denim number here with the silver boots, but we have a mini challenge that is going to be very important going into Lip Sync Lalaparuza, honestly. I was like, oh, this is actually very important. But it's a reading challenge where they're not going to be reading each other like a normal reading challenge. They're going to be reading each other's future. Drag Race Philippines doing something different again. I said, we didn't do Snatch Game. We didn't do Snatch a Love. We did Snatch Elections. We are now not doing the reading challenge. We're not even doing a rap roast. Thank you, God. We are doing reading the future. Do this more often. I like this. I was like, oh, this is interesting. They got to get creative. That they did. They got to get creative. I was like, oh, that's cute. Well, some did well. Some did well, some not so much. Some got a little personal, if you will. I was like, "Ooh, what's happening here?" But Suki kind of went in. I was surprised. I was like, "Okay, Suki's cutting the tuck up. This is cute. Give Suki her props." Like winning the reading challenge, and it's done in a format of I'm going to read your future, but do it like very playfully and light, having some cute little keeks. A couple others had a little foot and mouth or hand and mouth moments that I thought were funny, but everyone was having a good time. And it was a cool mini challenge and a good way to do this familiar mini moment of reading each other and just having a good time. But it made them be more creative, which was helpful for us to see a different side of this. But Suki is the winner. Congratulations. She gets some cointadas. We still need a W on the board for Suki Sook. I love Suki. We're on episode, what is this, 7? I need my sister to have a badge badly. I need her to have a badge badly. I am scared. I do not want her going into a finale with no. I need one heavy metal. I need something on the board. She's in the top often. I need her to have something on the board. Mother has been in the top. I need her to have something on the board. I'm getting scared. But she got the mini challenge win, and she will have a huge advantage going into the Lip Sync Lalaparuza. I would have wanted this mini challenge win so badly. I would have wanted this so badly, y'all. Because, like, when we got to the stage and she tells me what I get for my power, we would have to take another 10 minutes. Can we go backstage real quick? I just want to sit by myself and think. I'm so serious. I would have wanted to just go sit somewhere and think about it. Please let me just go think about this. Please, God, I just want to figure this out. Because as much as Kiana was an easy, like, duh, she's going to be a beast. I would have thought differently. I've been a little bit more strategic with that one. I would have. Just a bit. Because Kiana's already been down. So I'm like, She's already been down. Like, let her get up a little bit because this will be fine. She won't touch me if we pass each other by real quick. What? We'll be in the top together. She may just get the episode, right? Who can I hit though? Who's got several W's? Oh, it would have been Venus or Brigaday. Them two. I would have been thinking about between them. I know Brig can bring it. I know Venus eats. They've been doing very well. I've been like, we got to bring someone down just a notch. Like when this is late game, we're talking about this. There's no room for being kind anymore. It's you got to start hitting girls because we right there. But yeah, Lipsync, Lalaparuza Slaysian Smackdown. Let's just get into it. Thank you again for tuning in. Hit the like button, share, and subscribe. Become part of this Rant Pack family. I appreciate you so much for being here today. This morning, tuning into Drag Race Philippines Slaysian Royale review. If you are watching this later in the day, possibly a playback, hello. Make sure you hit that like button and leave a comment in the comment section talking about this episode, your favorite lip sync, your favorite moment, and what you hope happens in the next episode. I'd love to hear from you. And if you did want to drop a little love in the jar, it is my belated birthday. PayPal.me/Matty-Rants, Cash App +Matt924, and the Matty-Rants. Thank you again for tuning in today. And Daniel, thank you so much for the super chat. This is like the first time I remembered to turn this way for my camera. You don't know this. I watch my shit back and I'm like, Matt, I forget that I'm not using the MacBook camera. I'm using the Pro camera now. And I've been trying to get my lighting right, and I like the setup, and I always forget it's right here. But today, this is the day. But thank you, Daniel. Do you think the Golden Blue helped Suki? I just felt that the outcome would still be the same. You want me to go there? You paid for it. I'm gonna go there. I felt like I was watching someone's swan song this episode. I felt like somebody was already in the, I know I'm going home, so oop. I felt even in my spirit that this person was like, it's only fair I go home. So if I go home, it's okay. The emotions from said individual, not because they did a bad job, but more so they felt complete because what they did when they got there, they felt whole. Like I did my job. If this is the day, all well, because I did everything I wanted to do. And now I feel really good about myself. And I can leave here with that experience in my life. That is what I felt this episode, if I'm really being honest with you. No shade. And I do like Yuha. I have much respect for Yuha. But I also was like, damn, I think she's like, this is her going, ain't no way. And she tried. Let's not bullshit ourselves. There was effort, but I also saw someone having a good time and accepting the fate that seemed inevitable, possibly. And having respect for the people that they were in the competition with going forward, being like, they are better. And if they go forward, the producers don't see it for me, I had the best time of my life. That's why I saw this episode. Especially when we got to Untucked, High Key. I was listening to words being said, and Venus over here like, well, it definitely can't be. You better be saving my ass. I was over here like, ooh. You know what? I'm happy that Yuha got her time on Slaysian Royale, and we also got to see more of them because there was a very short blip of time on season 10. There are people who I do think deserve more opportunities on the show. I'm always just concerned with the fandom and how people sometimes get nasty, like, oh, she's back again. Sometimes it's like, I don't know how to tell y'all this, but it's television. So as much as the pool is huge and wide and there's so many queens to choose from, not everybody is made for the television experience. And the first time is the last time. It's not going to get better again. And then some people don't want to revisit this universe because of how they were treated the first time. And it's to be respected, you know? Because it's like, y'all dragged me horribly. Who wants to do this again? Who wants to go through the threats and all that kind of stuff? I'm talking about there were people that you loved, you live for, now you hate. And then you go back to loving again. Ooh, that tuck and pull on the mental health, my darling. It could be a lot. So, but I get it. I get it though. It's understandable. And for me, I'm always like, if my foot got in the door, I'd be in there, but who knows what would happen once I'm there, right? Like I can talk all this cash shit, but the moment I'm in the door, it's like, am I gonna perform? Oh, I'm always good at performing, but like, yeah. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. Shut up. See, this caused controversy on Twitter here. Stephanie, I don't know if we could celebrate me having one. Hello everyone. A special hello to the new owner of Switch 2. Hello, Mr. EP Rants. I can't. I can't. When we're done talking about Drag Race Philippines, I am gonna give like a brief 24-hour later summary of this system because I have so many thoughts. I have so many thoughts. I was almost mad at one point in time because I was thinking to myself, y'all really played the people on the Switch one. I'll tell you later how. I was like, you need to drop the price, one, right now, and two, y'all wrong for what you did. I was so mad. But we'll get there. Anyway, let's talk about Mama Pow. Stress. Her whole ensemble. Gorgeous. Oh, this is beautiful head to toe. Head to toe. I am so happy she's doing her hair this color. I am so happy she's doing her makeup this way. I am so happy that we've been getting this look. She ain't missed. Not for me. Not yet. It's been good. It's been a good ride. And I am so happy I can talk about both of the guest judges this week. Woo! I ain't got to pass nobody by. Nobody by. One of my favorites in the beginning of my love affair, of course, with Drag Race Philippines, Precious Paula Nicole. You got to get that Nicole in there. Give Nicole extra. It's Precious Paula Nicole. Gorgeous. The wig is right. The bodysuit was given. It was beautifully done. Love, 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 love everything about this. I thought it was everything. I was here for it. Down, out, out. Also, icon, legend, mother, goddess, entity, being, alien, vessel, transportation unit. It is Sasha Colby, okay? What about transportation unit? What's she driving back? I don't know, but she's serving. Listen, love me some Sasha Colby. Been a big fan before Drag Race days, okay? So again, glad to see Sasha's getting her time and her dues. She's also a great judge. I am going to cack on her a little bit because she lied to them hoes about the goddess bit. And then also her face after one of the lip syncs was funny to me. And I was like, she was either mad focused or she was like, huh, but let me just give him a little time. Because she gave a little lay on me clap. That lady was like this. Did you see that? I'm going to show you the clip. But she was like, and then she gets up and she goes, maybe the edible hit. Because, Sasha likes to keep a little perp on her. You know what I'm saying? But nah. Shout out to Sasha Colby. The girls are in their battle-ready outfits. We've got our Tumblr over here to the right. We got our fine pit crew member. And everybody's ready to go. Now, Mama Pow tells Suki Doll what their power is for winning the mini challenge. And ooh, what a power it is. You mean to tell me this bitch gets to block somebody from picking the song? And they have to be picked by somebody? They have no choice? It is up to the fate of the people who they are left with? Which tells, like, you have to understand that when she blocks her for the music choice, that means no matter what happens, if Kiana's name is pulled from the ball, then whoever she has to choose to battle would then have the choice, period. While Suki gets to pick their person and pick the song. That was the gag for me. I said, oh my God, what a prime position. You get to block a bitch. You then get to pick a girl and you get to pick your own song. Please. Love it. Love it. Love it. That's what I needed. That's the kind of shit I'm talking about. Give them something like that to work with, because it makes one girl work hard and it makes the other one, if you have an advantage, did you use it correctly? Because God forbid you had made the wrong mistake and you were given power and now you're in the bottom, then that means you do need to go home. They gave you a 1-up. You got a handicap. This little fine young self over here rolls the ball around, and we've got 4 songs, y'all. Sasha Colby, Goddess, Goddess. That bitch is a goddess. You got Queen by Sylvie. Queendom, the J. Rob remix of RuPaul. Who got the keys to the Queendom? Then Boom, 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 Boom by the Vanga Boys. What do y'all think of the song selection? Because I was kind of here for it. I was like, okay. Malad, thank you so much for the belated birthday love. I thank you, my baby. Thank you. What y'all think of this? What you think of the songs? The Goddess one threw me, even though Sasha's there, so it makes sense. But I also thought to myself, like, I watched her perform this on stage for the show, and it was like a very shortened version of said song. So I was thinking, oh, is the lip sync going to be anything? Because it's like, are we going to get like the 90-second little boom boom bow, a little 1 minute and 10-second Pink Pantheress moment? I'm going outside, I'm going inside, like, you know that girl don't like to sing for more than 2 minutes. No shade, because I do like Pink Panthers. She just don't like to sing for 2 minutes. Like, that voice be throat's tired after all the the be all right. Okay. No, I love Stateside. What's my other one? What's the other one I like? It's Stateside and then Girl Like Me. Is that the one? Is that the one? I think that is. No, I don't want to think too. Yeah, I think it's Girl Like Me. I think it's Girl Like Me and Stateside are my 2 that I listen to all the time. Has to be. Has to be. I also been listening to Mosquito a lot. I don't know. I've been listening to some of her music a lot lately. It's good music when you're playing a fighting game. I'll just say that. All right, back to this. But we got Goddess, Queen, Queendom, boom, 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 boom. Okay. So Suki now needs to use her power and choose someone to block. She chooses Kiana. Not a bad decision at all. Not a bad decision at all. It takes out one of the Filipina girls from having some sort of like moment of picking a song and then tearing and twirling, say, Suki or Yuha. That's the uno. The dos. That puts Kiana in a position to where, let's say if Sister does have to twirl and burl again, like, she's going to have to basically like fight her way through this, which they know she can do. On Suki's behalf, let's say one of the other girls ends up in the bottom, who was also from the Philippines. Not saying that they were focusing on that, but they've been dominating. It takes one of them out, giving both Suki and Yuha, the international, we're now evening this back up, and it's now 3-2 versus 4-2. Multiple ways to look at this equation, but for Suki, it just keeps her from having to deal with this one at the end of the day. Now, with Kiana blocked, Suki now gets the advantage, of course, of picking who she wants to go against, and then the song. She chooses Yuha. Very smart. No shade to Yuha. I would have chose Yuha. Look at Yuha. I'd have chose her. Oh, yes. Especially during that live number. I said, this sister brought out what? I saw so much during that number. That number was crazy. But like, she chose Yuha. I thought, okay, this is going to be interesting. What's the song going to be? I said, if Suki picks Boom, 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 she's stupid. She's not. She's smart. She chooses Goddess by Sasha Colby. We have her first lip sync for the Lalaparuza. It's Canada versus America. This is not a political channel, so we'll continue. Thoughts on the lip sync? You can do it via the scoring with 1s, 2s, and 3s. 1 means everything. The lip sync gave you your life. You went down in a size, ate something good that day. It gave you what you needed. 2, you liked it, but you didn't wish some things happened a little bit differently. 3, it was terrible, horrible, very bad. No good, very bad day. That little redheaded little bastard child that used to sit in that room and none of his parents liked him or his brothers and sisters. He was always so fucking mad. Take a shower, Timothy. What was his name? Alexander? I forgot the book. It's been many years. Either way, continue. I like this. And I love both of them, but I was like, well. Okay, let's talk about the positives. The song, the end. I'm kidding. No, the song was great. Love the song. Love Sasha Colby's. You already know I love me some Colby Jack cheese in general, right? Shredded. Myself off the block. Suki looked good. The part of the song where it was like G-O-D-D-D-D-S, G-O-D-D-D-D-S, like that part, no. Not a single one of them was hitting it. Not a single one of them was hitting them. We needed them to know that part. Like, you needed to hit those. You needed to hit the beats a bit to give us a little something there. It was a lot of posing and a lot of walking back and forth. And then Yuha bowing and looking at Suki and pointing at her and like being like, oh my God, Suki. And Suki looked good. Took off the little, bathrobe and started to chew it up. I was like, come on now. She's hot. But I was so confused. I felt like I was watching this one movie that came out recently. Nope. 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 Is it called Lottery Ticket? Yup. I think it is. I think that's the movie. I don't know. I said, what is happening here? Do you see? Look at what I'm talking about. No shade to you. I was like, what are you doing, sister? She out in the front just showing her whole puss, walking, giving you sexual. And you're like, yes, queen. You fighting here, sister. What's happening? That's what took me out. I love my sister, but I felt like she was giving it. And that's why I was like, I don't know. I don't know. The bow at the end, girl. I mean, Suki look good as fuck. Like, yes, give her everything. Neither knew the words. You're not lying. This is Suki the whole time. G-O-D-D-D-S-S. Bitch, I forgot. Got that hair out the face. You all over here. No. God bless them both, though, because Suki won by default, if we're going to be honest with you. But Sasha, this was kind. And that is why you're an amazing queen. And maybe why you have mistress blocked. I'm not sure. But, like, this was kind. Friend, the way Sasha had to find in the sky, in the universe, something to say about this. Couldn't believe it. Couldn't believe it. Shut up, Eric. Couldn't believe it. I was like, girl, shut up. I see what y'all were doing. You really, put your like spit on the sauce. I said, Sasha, stop. They weren't chewing system. Miss Mom over here looked like she got a little tired. This thing over here was basically being Aquafina in every movie she's in. No shade, chop. I was like, love you down, girl, but put you pussy. Like, no. I was like, no, sister. The good energy bit kills me. I say, you sure right. Good energy is the company that people can get 12 kilowatts per hour. Go ahead. But Suki wins. Congratulations to them. They go on to the next round. Where did this bag come from, Yuha? I'm hollering. I'm hollering. I want to know where this bag came from. It's so random. I live. It's like you have. I would have never known she just lost lipstick. I would have thought she just came from the store, like for real. Hey girl, public transport was terrible. Let me tell you about this subway. I was like, where is she coming from? Oh, it was so funny to me, but love her now. Moving on to the next one. Brigading Ding Ding is the next queen who is chosen. And they get to pick their opponent and they choose their best friend, their season 1 sister, Vinyas Deluxe, which I was like, oh. I think that gagged Venus a little bit too. Like, why you want to battle me, girl? Like, what are we doing today? And Brigading's thinking of like good TV, and Venus is thinking of, bitch, we trying to get to the I don't want to have to be in the best. Let's give him a show though. Let me quote JB's. Come take my hand, sister. Here, take my hand. Take my hand. Let's twirl, girl. One of my favorite personalities from the Dollhouse. Oh my god, that girl is so funny to me. I cannot take my hand, sister. Take my hand. let's do this together. Let's dance. So it's Venus versus Brigading, right? Venus chooses a great song. Queendom, the J-Rock remix. I actually like this remix a lot. I personally think this could be like, I like this for runway music too. I never thought this for lip syncing. But I said to myself, let's see what they give. I want to see what the girls are going to do. My favorite of the episode. This was my favorite of the episode. Oh, they knew the words. Oh, they knew the words. Girl, that mouth was moving. Brigading especially wanted us to know, I know every fucking syllable in this bitch, enunciations included. Baby, when she went like that, I said, you fired for that. Like, she wanted you to know, I know, work it, call it, work it, call it, click. Feminine funk to the fem to fem. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna do it again. I said, okay, this is me. I know the damn song too, because I actually like the song, but like, I was over here like, ooh, she was locked in. Now, no shade, because I'm gonna have to give it to Venus too, because I was living for Venus the entire time. Venus, the way you move your mouth when you lip sync, you know how to sell the words that are coming out. It makes sense. Like sometimes when you see girls lip sync, it's a little lazy. Like that, that jaw be down. It be moving, honey. You be thinking it's coming from the chest and throat. Do you hear me? Love it. They were burning that stage up. I was living. I wanted to throw dollars. I wish I was in the Philippines right then and there. I'd have been pesos to everybody. Gonna work it. I said, come on, bring us up. And mind you, no shade, because of course we've had the US seasons and all that, and everyone's watched our seasons prior to getting to these new international seasons, and it's not to take away from anybody, but somebody in here earlier was like, US could never. Honey, they had to see us first for you to happen. No shade. That's the truth. But y'all chew and you twirl and you tear. Absolutely. But we had to walk so the girls could run. No shade. And we've been kind of like tra-la-laing lately because we don't know what to do out here because the girls have had too many goddamn seasons. But we walked, honey, so the girls could run. So when I see moments like this, it reminds me of when I used to see the other girls back in the day, in the old logo days, when Coco Montrese, for example, during that cold-hearted snake lip sync against Alyssa, she pointed at that mouth and she said, Rue, I know the words. Alyssa out here dancing. This reminded me of that. That moment right there. I know the words. She's just turning. This is me. I'm every what? You don't need genius, bitch. I got it. Okay. I was proud of Brigadier. I was proud. I was over here like, yes, yes, cleared, chew, turn. Venus was eating. Work it, that hair part, the work it, call it, talk it, work it. I was like, come on, V, come on. I was screaming. I loved it, loved it, loved it, loved it, loved it, loved it. They chewed this up. Thank you for removing that later. You did not do that too early. I was proud. You hit the split correctly. I was like, perk, brigading. You had me here. You had me. This lady put them legs up, did a nice little cascading fall. Click, click, slam. And I said, if only you had pleasers on for that moment, it would have hit so hard. It hit hard though, because you hit it perfectly. I was proud of you. You landed it perfectly. It was clack, clack, boom, and you lifted it back up. Very nice. I was proud of you, Briga. I was proud. As a former gymnast, I was like, she did that right. That was actually very nice. Very clean. Very clean. Very clean. I was proud, bitch. I said, come on now. I still know how to do that too. Venus wanted to do a little something funny over here. I said, okay. That balloon kind of cacked me. Because at first I said, now what is my sister doing blowing up this balloon currently right now? Why I thought this was so see you next Tuesday. She pops it, did not skip a word, didn't skip a beat. Somehow, bam on beat. I said, oh. Because sometimes people get lost in the gimmick and they forget to do the lip sync. That didn't happen. Was able to get enough air, pop it in enough time, bam, so hit the words. That bitch knows what she's doing. If we're not done. I was like, this is so much. This is everything. I was just getting my life. Baby Venus walks to the back of the stage, pulls out a fan. Briga already had the glitter up. This somehow worked together. This was madness. Throws the glitter up, not even paying attention to Venus. Venus comes out with the fucking the fan, blowing the glitter back up into the air, keeping it going with the hair to then followed by them on top of each other, full on in this moment of Beyonce with Wind Machine. I could not. I loved it. I lived. I breathed. I passed out. I started cleaning the fucking stage. Then they started like fighting the air with each other. They were trading places with it. It became so infectious and enjoyable and just, I could not stop watching. I could not stop watching. Couldn't. I couldn't. Bravo to Brigading and Venus Deluxe. That was my favorite lip sync of the season. Even going forward from this episode, I was like, yep, my favorite so far. That was just so much fun to watch. Y'all had such a good time. We were included in on the bit a tad bit as an audience. Like, if that is what I could expect going to the Philippines and going to any club, any establishment and seeing the girls turn, twirl, and work. Whenever I have that coin toss to go, bitch, I'm booking a flight and I'm going to go sit in that bar and I'm tipping the girls and I'm going to have my life, because that is my kind of drag. Give me show, give me performance, make us hoot and holler as people, because we came here to have a little something, something. Even when I did my first little show, that's what I kept thinking about when I was performing. I'm like, bitch, I'm trying to get these girls up. Y'all came today not just to stand here and be like, that's pretty. No, ma'am. It should make you want to dance too. You know what I'm saying? It should make you want to get up too. Like, so I just loved it. I was very impressed. And this is the stuff that Jiggly used to talk about with me. Like, these girls eat. They be turning that always. They be turning that. I'm like, I know, I'm watching, sister. But Briga won and Venus lost. I would have gave that a double win and somehow worked a Baloo situation tease out of that. You know what I mean? I've been like, nah, I couldn't just have one person win, but I will give it to Briga. I do think she just a tad bit more for me. I was living just a tad bit more, just a tad bit, because Briga was locked in. Now, when Venus gets backstage and Yuha's like, don't tell me who it is, I just want to like figure you out, and grabs Venus's arm. It's kind of chubby. I did have a wind machine. Oh my God, you are right, Stephanie. I forgot all about that. And do you know who set that up before I went there? You're not ready. You want me? Oh, let me give you that tea. You want to know who put that wind machine there before I got up there? And it's a former girl from Drag Race. It's not my mama. It's not my mama. Honey Davenport did perform before me, but it's somebody else from Drag Race who was just on Drag Race that I talked about that I was with backstage when I was getting dressed for doing drag as Pizza. And it's someone y'all live for too. And she just put it up there. She was just like, I felt like y'all needed it. Yep. I felt like we needed something. So we just put it up there. It's hot, right? I just felt like it was needed. So funny. Is that going to be okay? Yes. We're all like, yeah. Of course it's going to be okay. Because I was still getting dressed and I wasn't done yet. Like bitch pudding's like trying to glue my wig down because I could not get the wig to stay. The nails were popping off at the same time. Honey's also was like trying to get dressed because they had to perform too. And then Olivia Lux just walks in like, Maddie. I'm like, yeah, girl. Like this is like all happening before I have to go on stage. And bitch is like, stand still, trying to like use them that got to be spray. It was like, just hold your hand. This is literally me before I'm going on stage. Just hold your hand here so your wig doesn't come off. And it's Nicole coming back. Well, I left a fan out there. Is that going to be okay? Shit was so funny. I'm sorry. I hold that. I cherish that day forever. It was just such an awesome day performing and doing drag and just being back there with all the girls. It was great. But this arm bit with her grabbing and kind of chubby. I was like, Venus, don't hit her. Don't hit her, girl. Don't start chanting. Don't hit her. But no. You know, it is what it is. It's Yuha and Venus in the back. Let's get to the next lip sync. Arizona Brandy versus Kiana. Arizona chooses the perfect song. Boom, 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 boom. I want you in my room. I want you to be forever. Boom, 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 boom. Bitch, I used to love this song when I was growing up. I used to love this song. Love it. I was like, this has to be an old song. I feel like I heard this back in the day. It's just a fun song, right? Let's talk about the lip sync. Someone went in way too early, and her name is Kiana. That's what I was thinking, Tito Brito. Six Flags, right? Because I used to be the old guy used to come out the bus and start dancing. And it was like, yes, we're going to Six Flags. And then they like lost so much money, and now most of them are not with us anymore. Shout out to Astroworld, we missed you. Love you, Key, because you ate high key, but I am going to talk about that stunt that you messed up because you did it, and it was like, wow, you jumped and you sat in the air way too long. It was a time right. I was like, my sister. She does look gorgeous. I love this outfit. Also, I'm going to talk about Kiana, I'm like, I don't know if she's a Beyonce fan because she's young and some of these new babies don't really be giving her dues, even though their mother's mother is Beyonce. She did some like end of time shit and some Beyonce shit in that second lip sync that I was like locking in because I'm a fan of B. So she was like, don't. I was like, wait a minute. Like, wait a minute, this is don't. I was like, wait a minute, this is giving me Glastonbury. I was like, hold on now, sister. Do you study the mother? Do you study mother? Do you study my mother? But like, nah, she went in too hard too quickly for this song that went on forever, high key. She went way too hard too quickly because Key, you look tired, no shade, sister, by the third act of whatever this was. Arizona took her time with this cute little outfit, little slow little number here. We have a reveal coming up and all that jazz. And, once the rig was revealed and we were given this outfit, that we had to look at. You know, we were there and it was a fun time with Arizona. So she was giving a lot of camera time. She wasn't going too in. She'd do a couple of dance breaks here and there. Key was doing the work. And I was watching my sister put in all of it. I said, okay, it's a lot. It's a lot, but she's been turned since we were on go. There's not a moment she's taking a break. I noticed Key just getting a little bit more tired as it's progressed. Now, the vape pen in the nose bit, okay, this is the stunt I'm talking about. Now, do you see this little girl up here? Look at her. You would have assumed she's jumping into her bed. Like, it's been the longest of days. Whoa, or just put a body of water behind her. She's just doing a backflip into the pool. It was dun, 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 but the beat had been gone and she was still in the air. She jumped too high. So that was my thing. It was, she went way too hard. And she didn't have to. She could have been a little bit more silly. She could have played with the song a little bit more and didn't have to like give us the full yeah. Because Key is a very good performer. She just didn't have to go that hard this time. She really didn't. Because once it was, dun, 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 no, it's an impressive move. Now, hold on now. We're not knocking that move. She timed it wrong. That's the issue. Had she landed it on the dun, 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 boom, like that, we'd have been right with God. I would be having a completely different conversation. But watch it back. The beat was been done. Been done, and she was still in midair. I was like, sis, she didn't time that right. And if she had just, when she jumped, instead of holding it up and then landed, this is as a former gymnast speaking now, me here. If she had just threw it a little bit quicker, she'd been on the beat. But she was trying to give that nasty stunt, like, yes, bam, which is great. It just didn't land on the beat for me. And that's why I was like, the stunt didn't work. It's still cool, but I'm like, I needed it to land right in the money. And she's done it before. Let's not act like she ain't done it before. He has hit beats before when she does this move. She just was, I think it was more so, what's the word I'm looking for here? Based on what the season had been like, Mama's been trying to show up, show out, prove themselves. We're still trying to make the competition. A lot riding on this. It was that I got to do this. I got to do this. I think that was propelling them into going a little too hard for this one. That's true, ASDSS. I will give you that. Now, I'm like, y'all talking about Arizona Brandy for mocking her moves like you did Ginger for season All-Stars 10, or are we going to let that go? You going to do the same thing when being the other thing right there, or are we going to let that go? Are we not going to talk about that anymore because it's not that deep? I think we should. I think we should let that go. I think it's playful and some queens just do it. And yeah. So I think we'll be all right. I think that'll be okay. Someone's like, you didn't get us. I got you. I didn't get us. I got you. I didn't get them. I got you. Because some people were going way too hard about that. I was like, girl, it is not that deep. Girls in drag do that all the time. Calm down. Arizona, how are your lungs? Are you good? 2 vape pens in the nostrils. You fine? I was concerned. I thought it. It's a cool stunt, like all the smoke and shit. But I'm also like, that's 2 motherfucking vape pens and just put directly in them. And said, oh my god, please let it be flavored water. I don't know what's in there. You were tired right here, huh, kid? Because at that point you was walking, so you came to the front and did a lay down. No shade. So okay, here I am. This is the shot I'm talking about with Sasha. This is the shot. This is the shot after all of that. This is Precious Face. This is Mama Pow. And here's Sasha. I said, either that edible is eating her up. That edible has tore her alive. There is no more room for like commentary and critique. No more for Sasha. I was hollering when I saw this because I'm like, why are they so hyped in Josh over here? And you'll notice too, go back and watch this part. She leans up and you'll catch it before they clip it. She'll go, I don't think she liked this one. Oh, she had to be zooted and booted. Had to be. I'm talking about that baby was locked in. But for those who are on my Patreon, you know my face whenever I'm watching a lip sync. Me through no, for real. Me look every time I'm watching a lip sync, my face is scrunched. Just it's not to be like I'm mean mugging. It's more so I am studying every inch of what's happening in the edit. I'm waiting for them to cut so the other girl can get time. I'm also like, ooh, why you give her a little bit more room? Why are we still focusing on Miss? Okay, we're back to her now. Ooh, there goes my whole brain is moving. My brain be moving through them lip syncs. That and I do that even when I'm at like regular drag brunches. I had a queen come and ask me. She's like, I thought I was doing bad because you was looking like that. I said, no, sister, I was just studying what your movements were. I wanted to give you your coots because I was paying attention to your form. I'm like, I'm a former backup dancer and a former gymnast. So I like pay attention to what you're doing and your like routine and how you flow. Like that for me, that's me like figuring out your craft, like being like, oh, okay, this is how she likes to do her runs. She's a 1-2 girly and not a 1 and 2 and 3 girly. There's a difference. But yeah, Sasha was entertained. They gave great energy. But Arizona won, and I felt the same because I was just more entertained by Arizona, to be honest. I don't know why she was shocked. Kiana low-key got tired towards like the third part, and it was just too much energy. And again, she missed the stunt for me. It was just off the beat, but hey, it is what it is. Now, Key, Venus, and Yuha are in the back. And our top 3 now must lip sync for the win and a power that is going to be important later. It has to do with that golden egg we saw. But they get to perform the last song, which is by Queen. Oh, sorry, not the last song, but the last song in that group of 4, which is Queen by Sylvie. Brigadine ate this up. Ate it up. She had me from the beginning, just from this pose right here. Do I have a close-up of it, Matthew? Did I get the close-up? See, Miss Mama over here is testing her, lung capacity right now. I said, okay. Right here. I was done. I was like, oh, she won. Done. We're finished. Done. Done. Stop. Oh, song done. Brigading, you are the one. Immediately when it came out of my mouth. Oh. Ooh, hit that bell. Ooh. Ooh, she wins. Baby girl, you was rocking the fuck out this wig. You was rocking it. You knew that bang needed to be brought to the front and the center. You ate this up, Brigadine. Suki was good too. Suki looks amazing as she performs, and she's very sultry and sensual, and I love it. Something about the Briggs, though, she was locked in for the get in. I was here for the full routine. Baby girl knew where the camera was every time, too. I was loving it. Da, 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 da. They said girl group, and at times it did feel a little bit like that, but it felt like Brigger was the main singer. It felt like she was the main singer. That was the tea. Like, everybody else was doing their job, but you could be like, if this was the Powerpuff Girls, Arizona Brandy is clearly Bubbles. Suki would have to be Buttercup by default, and then Blossom is clearly Brigadine. This last pose by Suki, though, P, you did that. I was like, yes. I said, Arizona down here, like, wow. I said, no, these girls, like, I'm a queen. Like, stand up, sister, stand up. But Brigadine wins this episode. No, honestly, congrats to Brigadine. I'm really here for their storyline this season and how it's played out for them. They've been very consistent and they're showing up. They got 2 W's now, but that track record also is quite nice. So if Brig wins the season, will not be upset, would be quite happy for Brigadine because their run's been very nice, very good run. And it's also redemption from season 1 too. So I'm here for the Brigga. I'm here for the Brigadier. Yeah. But Briggs got a big decision to make now because the Golden Blue is going to be used to save one of the people who is in the bottom 3 between Vinyas Deluxe, Yuha, and Kiana with K. Venus is like, first of all, Briggs, we're best friends. You playing if you gonna give it to somebody else. The fuck. Also, my track record is better than these two. The end. You know what I'm saying? And some felt like, oh, Venus should be fighting more for this, but they all have been talking about track record for the longest. So why would I have to fight for this, to be honest with you? Unless Brigadier wants to pull a stunt and then change it up at the last second since they're so close, which wouldn't be a bad idea. Yuha wants to stay. They got a lot of fire. They're happy to be there. They did well last week, and they have more to prove. And they just love each other so much. It's like, okay. And Kiana said, "Put me in there. Do not give me the egg. Let me prove to you I deserve to be here." Kiana, that's why you will always have my respect. Shit like that. Ooh, if I was sitting on that couch, the way I would have gave a holler. Yes, I'd have gave her a yes. You Papa, as a matter of fact, put me in there too, girl. Let's make a show. No, you could have it, sister, because if you go home, you don't get the money. But no, for real, I gave her my coots. I said, yeah, buddy, because it has been a wild ride. It hasn't been a good run so far, but at the same time, even with you losing that last lip sync, it's almost like I have to prove to y'all that what just happened with me losing that first one, that shouldn't have been. That should never have been at all. Let's get this track record back to where it needs to be, change the numbers, and I thank you. But you all also has this emotional moment, and this is why I say this felt like a swan song, because I don't know, even when Britta was talking to her and she's like, "You should be proud of what you've done in the show," it was almost like, "You're going home." You're like, "You shouldn't be upset. You did really good, until now." Not laughing at that, but it just felt a little you like Britta already knew she's giving it to Venus. She know Kiana's gonna go against Yuha, and she know Yuha's not gonna be able to keep up with that girl. So like at the same time, Yuha, I was touched by your words and everything that you said. Honestly, I've even had days like that for different reasons, especially not feeling seen or heard. And it was, I think, the most relatable I've ever felt with Yuha, honestly. I love that they were so supportive too, and they had her back. And this felt very genuine and it was real. And I'm glad that Yuha was vulnerable in that moment and we got to see that side of them, honestly. And I have so much respect for them because even though it is kind of like, well, they don't have the best track record, whatever, Yuha should be proud of what they did this season. And also they got to do what they wanted to do on this show. And it felt like they left like, I didn't win and I didn't get to go to the finale. However, not only did you beat your track record on your original season, you have contributed to this program in more ways than one. And new people fell in love with you. And you have all this new family that you have now from around the world. I thought it was beautiful. It was very reflective. And it's one of those moments too where I myself need to be more in the moment when someone is giving me love or someone is or recognizing that the room is full of people who support you. And not everybody is there to be hateful. Like even this morning when that person did what they did, it was so nasty, so disgusting. But that's what they wanted. They wanted me to feel bad. They wanted that joy that I had to be diminished immediately. And that was going to bring them happiness to see me feel bad about, you know what I mean? Just like people do that. Like they, for real. And what I got here from Yuha was somebody who took this situation, whether it was in their favor or not, and honestly just received it. They had arguments at one point in time. There were disagreements here and there. They also got to get a W in. They put their full heart into it. And Yuha did go into each and every challenge, whether they had everything that they wanted or not, going, I'm just going to make it work. But yeah, she did. It felt like Mama was at peace and she knew she was going home. And we're just going to give a show before we walk out the door. And I appreciate it. Because some girls be like, I'm out. I don't want to get. No, I felt like Yuha knew what was up, but at the same time was like, I'm about to just give these bitches a show before I walk off this bitch. And if you call her back for season 2, I wouldn't be mad. But we need 2 U.S. representatives if Yuha comes back, because she can't be the only one representing the U.S. of A. Okay. Love you down, Slaysian Royale, but give her somebody else to be with, please, if you decide to bring her back. Put 2 U.S. girls in there. We got some Asian representatives out here that can chew now. It would be nice to see Ora Mayari. A whole lot of other girls from the U.S. seasons that would be given some time on this show. That would be kind of a CAC. Yes, you have options. I mean, hell, put Joella in there. That would be interesting. I would like to, as many seasons as Jujubee has been on, no shade, Purple Eater, I would like to see her on the show. It'd be very interesting. It'd be kind of wild to see her walk in the room and the other girls be like, Juju is here? Like, what? Plastique coming back. Anitra would be kind of cool. Like, there's a lot of girls from the US seasons that'd be kind of very good for this program. You know, Joella would be hilarious. I've come to enjoy Joella's humor. She's very unserious. I've figured it out. At first, I was like, this girl is ridiculous. But now I'm like, oh no, that's the bit. This is the bit. She's figured it out. She's very, very unserious. I feel like a lot of them hung around Corey and sort of learned to have that funny bone get hit a little bit more, you know? Yes, of course I watch I watch Binge Queens. In particular, I'm enjoying it for Melinda Verga and Joella's portion. They're hilarious together. And shout out to Melinda Verga. She was so sweet when I met her. Let's get on with it. I'll start down the line of like words and stuff. But God bless you, Yuha, honestly. All my love to you. All my love to you. All right. So this part was great. Brigading, you're an idiot. Like, okay, look at Arizona's face. We didn't start with Arizona's face starting here first. Like, she's just listening, and Brigading is going down this long ass speech. This shit was so funny. She's like, Mama Pal, this decision's like really important, and I know. Like, she's holding it like all this, right? She's like, so many girls, blah, 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 the full bit. She starts to say something like, who should have to lip sync, okay? It's like Yuha needs to lip sync. It's like, okay, Yuha's lip syncing. Okay, bet. All right, we got it. It's cool. It's now between Venus and Kiana. She starts saying best friend. And this is about lip syncing, to lip sync now. And Kiana is not her best friend. It's Venus. So, like, she's like talking like, I know my best friend and I love her so much. And, you know, I know she's going to do great. She's already a great queen. And Venus is sitting here like, whoa. Like, whoa. Like, I'm talking about, did you see the fact that Yuha is still standing forward? But it's the Filipina girls like, kind of like, bitch, you about to give me the egg? I know you lying. Venus like, I know you're not about to give this bitch the, I know you are. What is happening right now? And Brigading's speech is, look at Arizona's face. Brigading's speech is still going. Arizona's like, is this about to happen? Is this happening right now? Yes, thank you, Angela. I was trying to remember what Venus was saying. Sister, are you sure? They just had to laugh at one point. Like this is not real. Like Kiana's over there mad. Like this bitch about to give me the goddamn blue. I just asked her I wanted to lip sync. Why are you gonna do this to me? Why are we doing this? Oh, that shit was funny. She's like, my best friend, Kiana. is gonna have to lip sync. So I'm gonna be giving them to me. This was hilarious. Thank you, Brigading, for this moment. This was funny. And Venus, you played into this perfectly because you were genuinely gagged. Like, oh my God, this is not happening. Like, oh, this is real. Oh, we about to fall out for real, for real. Oh, that had me hollering. I said, this is a great way. This is a great episode. Great episode. It's Yuha versus Kiana. This is the first time in Drag Race history in any of the franchises ever has a live band performed for the lip sync. Did I get to hear the live band perform? No, but they were performing on stage because I'm not going to lie to you. I watched that episode. I said, bitch, this is the track. This is not the live performance. I know what a live performance sounds like, and this is studio work. So as cool as that is, I really was a little bit perturbed. I didn't hear the live set. I was a little bit gagged. I said, girl, that's not the live set. Don't do that. That's play track 3. Don't do that. That's recorded. But they performed it still. I just wanted to hear what they were hearing when they were in that room versus what they gave us as viewers with this recording of said mix. Because I was like, oh, I wanted to hear the people on the drums and guitar, the man singing and stuff. I was a little bit upset, but I'll be all right. But I think it's still very, very, very cool. This is very, 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 very cool. Very, very cool. I thought this was amazing. I was like, they need to do this more often. This is dope. Can you imagine Doechii pops up to the US Drag Race and some drag queens are out there performing like Nissan Altima? Put the motherfucking money in my motherfucking hands. Put the motherfucking bands off hands. Ooh, no, what's up? Like, oh my God, like this more often. More often. This is very cool. It also integrates live artistry when it comes to music, because there are times when there are bands performing and then there are dancers on stage or whatever. It also like it's the cross promo a bit. I live, so I don't know. I don't know. I love it. But you know what? I thought would have been really cool. Like if they do a lip sync where someone has, it's like one of those down and Western Goku and like that kind of music, right? Like it's just some guy with a guitar and this woman, she's singing and she's in the background with the spotlight, but then there's also the spotlight on the queens having to lip sync said song because they're now having to go off of this live performer and also emulate with said. Hear me here, because I'm like, the band's cool, but give me like a nice ballady moment. Give me a little jazz number tease with that kind of stuff. Maybe someone's on a live piano bit. Like, you've given me ideas. So I kind of like that Drag Race. I did. I thought this was very cool. And this lip sync was dope. I think Kiana did the dues. Yeah, a little bossa nova, little bossa nova, but Misbehave by Lola Amor. I actually like the song. Never heard this band before, day in my life. Love the song. I was like, oh shit, I'm gonna have to download this. This is kind of a bop. Kind of a good song. Got an 8. But this is the part I was talking about where I was like, Miss Mama was giving me in the time choreography with that. I said, hold on now. Sister, it's giving me New Orleans Super Bowl. It's giving me the girls about to pop up the top of the boxes. Can you keep up? I was like, wait a minute. Kiki, little baby. Little Beyonce in there. I was like, I was very entertained. Yeah, Kiana ate this up. She did a very good job with the live vocal. Yuha was fine. And I enjoy Yuha looked like they had some fun, but for me, Kiana was kind of locked in. I think the band sort of gave them like the little oomph here to make them want to perform a bit differently, and they were more spaced out. It wasn't full on rampage dance move. Mama was taking her time, letting us see the words, letting us build the emotion, also playing with it, throwing in the choreography. Yuha started dancing with this man, baby. I said, okay, hold on, sister, let the man sing the music now, but you also incorporating that live. We're in the band too. It was fun. It was really good. Now, 100+ people in the room. Hit the like button, share, and subscribe. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you being here. And if you want to drop a tippy poo in my jar because your boy's birthday was yesterday, paypal.me/Matty-Rants, Cash App $9 at Matt924, and Matty-Rants. Back to the show. Yuha pulls out this powder. And does some lines real quick. Of course, it's Flower YouTube. It's on a television program. Y'all are not that crazy. Yes, they are. But I know it was powder, like makeup powder, if anything, or probably some a little bit of that white, the white powder that they use when they were just baking. I was over here like, girl, okay. I said, let's continue on because I thought that was going to be the most gaggy thing from this lip sync outside of Kiana just eating it up, right? Oh, I was wrong. I was very wrong. I was quite wrong. On my reaction that I did yesterday at 8 a.m. in the morning, I am sitting there asking, did this girl just squirt on stage? Did I just see that happen? Did I see the bean get flicked into the oblivion of wet? Did I just watch pee happen on stage? This gagged me. This absolutely got me. Like, I have been gooped from gimmicks before. I just saw this little girl come out here on her hands trying to be a little elf the last fucking week. But this part right here, I said, bitch, did you pee? Hold on. I'm sorry. Did you throb the blob and sploosh all over the stage? South Park reference. Beat that bean to oblivion, honey. I was like, oh my God, David Banner must have got a hold. What's going on over here? I was like, the gay in me. Oh! the gay in me. Oh! No. Like, and like a tourist, okay, at Yellowstone, who is not aware of how our earth works with geysers and heat and pools, right? Yuha comes over there and starts to do the mashed potato, if you will. Starts to do the mashed potato. It doesn't help the fact that she has this white shit on her face at the same time she's doing the mashed potato on Kiana's bean, if you get my drift. And I'm over here like, yo, this is a lot. And I'm not mad, but I'm also, I am gagged. I'm gagged. Gagged. I was like, Ken, I wanted you to slide under her so bad because she low-key had almost ruined the gimmick because she didn't stood over you the whole time. I was like, sister, let her, she pee. Let her pee. Let her pee, y'all. Okay. Y'all some nasty ass heifers. That's what you is. You disgusting, nasty mother tucking heifers. You are. Moo. Kiana, you were the winner. Congratulations. Your piss pulled you forward. Now slide off the stage, if you will. Slip and slide off the stage. My God. We lost Yuha. We did. Yuha was eliminated. a beautiful moment on stage of sisterhood. Bring her back. She's coming back for season 2. Yuha was a good time. I gave her. I was a little bit tough on her in the beginning too, because I was just like, "What is going on here?" So like, I need to see something. But as the season was progressing, I was falling in love, and I was just like, "Yeah, I need me some Yuha." I'm a little opposite of Dooley on that one. You know, I'm a little opposite of Dooley on that one. Just a tad bit here, where I get it. I get the goofy goober of it all. Um, but yeah, she was good. She was good TV. She got a W out of it, and she worked for that W too now. Um, and it was low key for a snatch game. So like, you be proud, bitch. Like the hardest challenges, technically, yes, yes. Like you should definitely be feeling your shit for real. Um, so yeah, lost our U.S. representative. So right now we still have Venus Deluxe, Brigading, Arizona Brandy, Kiana, and Suki Doll. Suki Doll is the last one left from the international bracket. And we've still got 4 Filipinas in the competition, which makes sense. I mean, it's the hosting country, but it's going to be interesting to see what happens next week because I am still concerned for our little K. I am. Venus had her first moment of being close to a bottom. So it's like, Brigading Star is rising, and Arizona Brandy's doing a little bit of this, right? And Suki's been high, but we just cannot get her to break the badge. We need her to break the badge and win a lip sync. So we'll see what happens next week. You know I'm going to talk about it. You know I'm going to be here. I love this show. It is so much fun. It is so good. I don't participate in the toxic parts of the fandom on social media with it, but when it comes to this show, it's pretty good. I missed some super chats. Oh my gosh. I got like really enthralled with the conversation. Oh shit, I did. And I kept telling myself I need to like highlight these. My apologies. I got locked in. Daniel, thanks, babe. I love Kiana, but I felt like she's still very young and fresh from her season. She needed time to grow and be seasoned. I do see Mama's still a little green, but also there's been work that's been put into. We won't negate that. At the same time, as a current uncle, if you will, in the gay streets, based on my age or whatever, there's a little more time could be put in. And she's only going to get better with time. She'll get better with time. It's only going to get better. Yes. So yeah, that's just maybe the case here. But also she did just come from her season 2. There wasn't really a break to be like, let me get inspired by the world. Nope. Needs some time to sort of breathe a little bit. But at the same time, we were happy to see her back because she's Kiyoung. Tito, I did notice when lip syncing, the Pinoy girl queens play with the camera really well. While in most franchises, folks look at the other queens and judges when these playful moments should be to the camera. So I'm going to yes and no this. Yes, it's good, but no, not everybody can do that because some girls on Canada last season, go back and watch it, tried it. Not everybody, but some did it because they liked this show clearly, and it wasn't as fun. They're very good at doing it over here. I also think that whoever the cameraman and the operator is doing the Lord's work by how they're moving it in at the right moments so that they catch this. And I think the queens are becoming aware of that better. Would I want them to see this do on the US seasons? Yes. However, I also know that it just depends like on how it's done. So I have to yes and no that because some people don't be giving it. Some people don't want to get near the camera. Some people don't need to be close to a lens. Some get all the way in there. Others, it's like, if I wanted to find out how a Google Maps look like in real time, I just hop on a plane and stare out at the fucking Grand Canyon, okay? Caves on caves. Boom. But yes, I get you, Tito, and thank you for the super chat. APS, I ain't mad at this point if Final Four are all Filipino queens, to be honest. I mean, if it happens, it happens. I wouldn't be mad either. I wouldn't be mad either. It's not like, we haven't seen a season where a girl from the hometown wins. Like, we haven't seen that. Like, imagine a hosting season not winning. Imagine. Wouldn't make any sense, would it? People calculating up the seasons where the hometown girls win, but then also know one particular season where somebody came that was not from the area and won. Two, actually. Two. Yeah, two. Come on, Dre. Two of them, actually. Two. So, like, for me, I'm always like, if hometown wins, it makes sense. I'm always gagged when it's somebody else, though, where it's like, what? Nobody from that home, nobody from the hometown, nobody won? Gag. I live. I was very happy for season 1 of Versus the World Camp. Very, very happy for my own personal reason. I mean, of course I'm gonna be happy for this. Of course. It's my annual time to put that photo out there, but yeah. What? Oh, okay. That's what's going on. Okay, there's a delay. With some of the birthday money I got yesterday, I got my cats a new cat scratcher. I hope that's okay with the person who was telling me my business about, my funds and stuff. But I got this little thing for the cats. It's like for $24. I think this would be good for Mamu. This is why I got it, because Mina doesn't have a problem using the poles, but Mamu sometimes doesn't want to do it because Mina will like find ways to get him. So I thought this would be like nice to put some. I'm trying to figure out where I could put this in the apartment, but I just needed him to have somewhere else to scratch because he still uses the poles, but I see him get nervous because Mina like uses those moments to pounce on him, and it like makes him not want to like use the scratching poles, and then he ends up on my couch. I'm like, no. So I have been staring at this thing for like 2 weeks, and I was like, I can now get one, and I'm getting one. So yes. And I'm waiting on for it to arrive today because I just know they're gonna live. I'm gonna put some catnip on that bitch. It's gonna be a wrap. Okay, y'all. That's it today for the oh my gosh, my mouth, my words. Blah la 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 la. La la words. Shout out to Donna. Thank you so very much for the tippy poo on PayPal. Happy belated birthday, my favorite fine father of two. Thank you, Donna. I appreciate the love. Thank you so very much. Thank you all for the super chats today, too. I'm sorry it took me a second to get to the ones that were already done. I just, me, I got my flow. And my apologies, but I thank you so much for your generosity. Thank you all for being in the live chat today and communicating with me and talking about the show. Make sure you get in the comment section, too, and leave a like. So I'm going to clip it right here, in hour 38. 5 minutes just to talk about the Switch 2 for those of you who were like, Matt, I want to, I'll tell you my first impressions, even though I was shamed today for someone gifting me a present. This bitch is big, is the first thing I'm going to say about it. Almost to a point to where when I hold it, I'm like, what is this? Like, I have to question everything that I'm doing, right? Comparing it to this one, it's humongous. Okay. It feels very good in your hands. It feels a lot more sturdier and stable than this does. I'm going to be honest with you. I prefer the controls. I love the way the screen is. The graphics are insane on this compared to sorry, I have a passcode now that I do for this just because I'm weird like that. Ever since my Switch got stolen on the plane, I'm just very careful with this, right? I played Pokemon Scarlet this morning for the first time. I want to scream at Nintendo, if I'm going to be real with you. And if you have a Switch 1 right now, I want to scream on your behalf. Do you know that game actually looks really good, but you have to play it on the Switch 2? Like, I was playing my Switch 1 up until this happened, right? And I was playing my little Pokemon game. I was shiny hunting. I turned it on today. And I had to get up from the TV. I had to walk away from my TV. I was like, I know this isn't the same game I was just playing yesterday. I know it's not. It looks like a completely different experience. It moves so fast. It is so clear. The Pokemon are like just popping up everywhere. Everything's so smooth. I don't know what I was like, this is a different game. This is not Pokemon Scarlet. This is not the glitchy mess I played last year. How dare you? How dare you? I just turned on Animal Crossing not too long ago. I haven't started it yet because what it did, it transferred my old island from the Switch 1, and I don't want to do that. I'm going to restart it over on the Switch 2. So I just demolished my whole island after restarting it all over again because I want to enjoy the experience on the Switch 2. When I landed on my old island, I said, what is this game? This is not the same game I've been playing on the Switch 1. Why it loaded like that? When I was on the Switch 1, playing Animal Crossing, y'all know if you played Animal Crossing, you're gonna be there for a minute. We're just waiting for the game to pop up. We just waiting maybe 90 seconds just to have the loading screen get you to where you need to go. Bitch, I'm talking about 3, 2, you're in the game. The trees are moving at why is the breeze look so real? Why is the sound so nice now with the headphones on? Texture with the animals, what is this system? This is crazy to me. Mario Kart World is great. I know people are complaining about the game. I fucking love it. Knockout mode is the way to go. I'm not trying to do competitive racing like that. Give me the chaos. Give me almost Smash Brothers, but with Mario Karts. Love knockout mode. I just like unlocking all the costumes right now. I'm having a blast. But I haven't bought any games for it outside of me getting the Mario Party Jamboree add-on, which I had to do because it's on the Switch 2. So there's an add-on specifically to Switch 2. That's all I've gotten. I pre-ordered Pokemon ZA. That's it. And I haven't bought anything else. So somebody was coming at me, you just bought a bunch of games. Bitch, I paid bills. I put shit in savings after my birthday live. The fuck are you talking about? I set a whole little budget together of if I wanted to do something for myself, I'm going to do it, but I'm going to be smart because we're looking for work and we're trying to get things done right now. You do not know me. Okay. But no, just that shit this morning was wild, bro. After you're in my inbox trying to holler, be serious. This though, the system itself, they definitely need to drop the price. This is ridiculous. As much as I'm living and breathing right now for this, and I'm my mind is I'm so happy. That price point is ridiculous. Just a tad bit. I'm but I know they're not going to drop it for the Christmas season, so people are still going to get it, and they will, in my opinion, get their money's worth. I just understand the frustration of it being how in the world now? Because I'm thinking to myself, this is beautiful. It's great. It's gorgeous. But Mario Kart World should not be a $90 game. I'm enjoying the game. It does not need to be a $90 game. That game is not $90. It's fun. I'm having a blast. It's not a $90 game. So if you are interested in the game itself, I'm saying yes, get it because it's fun. I'm going to play it right after this. Wait till they drop that price down. Yeah, it's $89.99 by itself. So that's why they have it bundled with the Switch, because if you buy it bundled with the Switch, it's technically cheaper because the Switch itself without the game is $450, and then if you buy it with the game included, it's $499. That's how they're trying to get you, which is crazy. But again, JMCL got their money's worth because like it was already included with said situation, so they didn't have to pay the extra for the blah blah blah. It was like, oh well, it's already gonna be in the system. That's gonna be good, which it is, and thank you. It downloaded like that. It was so quick. I was gagged. But then I'm just like going through all the upgrades that I'm seeing, and I'm just this is fucking crazy. I was like, this is madness. Like, it looks so much better. So yes, if you are a Switch 1 user and you're like, should I get a Switch 2? Oh, absolutely. Oh, night and day difference. Night and day. Completely different. Do not let these people online lie to you. I feel like they're Steam Deck girlies and they're just trying to like get people to like try to make that something. No. Night and day. I just think that it's crazy that the gaming community in general with PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo too, not just everybody, but not just Nintendo, but it's every one of them. It's like, I don't know if tariffs are enough justification for the price increase on certain things. And I know there's a lot of work that will get put into these games too, but it also feels really fucked up that you then drop a game for $80 and then you then sell us like $200 in DLC shit. Street Fighter is a perfect example of this. Like the game right now on the store is $20. However, you have to buy the passes to get the newer characters that were released through the character passes. How much is the character pass? You're like, Matt, couldn't be more than $20. Honey, it's $30 for the first one. It's another $30 for the second one. And the third one coming out, it's gonna be another, that's $90 to the 20 you just paid. You just paid $100 for this. It's supposed to be $50. It's like, oh my God. And that's not including other shit they're gonna drop later. So that is my only frustration with the gaming world right now, is they're getting everybody through the DLC shit. And I come from a world, and I know a lot of us do, millennial wise, and Gen X and everything, when it comes to gaming, it was already in there. There was no DLC. You paid what you got, and that was the whole goddamn game. That's it. And you were satisfied. You beat the game. It was done. You got to replay that mother and call it a day. Not anymore. Nope. Everything's changed. So it's more so not about price, but just how everybody gets like works and they try to get people over. I guess they're trying to recoup funds back. I don't know. But yeah, this honestly, one of my favorite birthday presents ever. I'm not going to feel ashamed to have it, even though someone tried to make me feel bad for it this morning. I'm beyond thankful. Thank you again for the birthday love yesterday. The Chucky fan will be used for Dragula. I have it over here now by the clue set because I'm trying to figure out how I need to get it back here somewhere. It costs $600 for a Nintendo 2 and get the fuck out of here. US price is so much cheaper. The UK, I think, got it the cheapest. Somewhere in Europe, they were only paying like $300 flat, and I was gagged. I was like, hey, sweat. What? I thought it was wild. But yeah, I get it. So again, this is beyond a blessing right now, and I'm receiving it. And just so you know, I'm like very much trying to keep it as clean as possible and take care of it as much as possible. When I carry it around the house, I'd be like this. Like Mina tried to walk on top of it today, and bitch, I said, little girl, go walk on the Switch, not the Switch 2. You walk on this one. You don't walk on this one. You do not walk on it. She had me fucked up. Oh my God. Because she likes to like lay on stuff. Because I always lose my remotes now because she'd be laying on my remotes and then she'd get mad when I want to get them out of her. She'd be like, nah. And I'm like, girl. And so she saw that Switch and she thought, oh, I'm about to lay on top. No, you are not, Miss Thing. I fell asleep playing this last night. But okay. I got to go, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. I had a good time. Drag Race Philippines Slaysian Royale is on Wow Presents Plus. Make sure you watch it. Tomorrow, I'll be back in the afternoon with my bestie Bleeker, and we'll be talking about Project Runway. And then Saturday, I'll be doing a live for Drag Race UK Season 7 premiere. It'll be in the morning time, probably around 11 a.m. my time, because that day I'm also going to be doing, I think my friends are getting a little kickback party for me for my birthday. And then Sunday, no panel, unfortunately, but I will be out and about serving my local community in terms of tipping the dolls and supporting our queens for a drag brunch and just out with some of my friends for a Sunday. Because I haven't had my like day just yet, but shout out to my friend for dinner yesterday. We went to this really cool place called Trash Panda out here in Houston. Yes, it was called Trash Panda. And I thought it was so funny he brought me there. I was like, do you know the Candace Owens of the world and all of those other people? Like, you brought me to the op spot, but it was really good. It's such a cute little niche gastropub. Very 30 and up kind of crowd, like that tea. It was very cute. The burger was wonderful. The drinks was amazing. I had something with oolong tea. It was oolong tea, rum, and something else that was in there. It was fabulous. It was a great time. Thank you, Layron. I appreciate the dinner. Thank you so much. But yeah, it's called Trash Panda. It was so funny. But yeah, it was such cute. But that's my kind of jam when it comes to like dining experience. Like, give me a bar with like a little place that has like a kitchen and shit and drinks. I'm down. Okay, cool. Oh, they also have a food truck too. So if you ever see that food truck out and about and you see that Trash Panda, think of me and be like, oh, Matt was talking about that spot. The food is good, y'all. I promise. Like, the burger was seasoned very well. Very well. I was like, oh my God, he seasoned the burger and the sauce is kicking. I was so happy. I even ate tomatoes on my burger. I hate tomatoes on my burger, but I ate the whole thing. I couldn't help it. I was like, oh, this is actually good. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm done talking. Links in the about section. Follow back if you feel like it. Send love, not threats. Only hugs, not anger. Be the person you want to be, not the people you think you need to be. I don't know. Just be happy and take your time, kids. I will see you tomorrow again for Project Runway, Saturday for Drag Race UK Season 7. And then back again the following Wednesday. So I love y'all down. I appreciate you so much. And I will see you for the next one. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you for the tippy poos. Thank you for just being here and tuning in and talking with your boy today. Take care. Trying to make sure I got everybody. All right. I will see you for the next one. I was like, I don't want to miss out. I want to make sure everybody gets heard. I love y'all. Thanks, y'all. Take care. I'll see you for the next one.
Listen. Yeah.